Hello and welcome to Temple Beyth-El Ministries. Today, we're going to share a brief study on the counting of the Omer, preparation through divine character. In the month of Abib, which we are in, it is considered the beginning of months. It's a sense of a new beginning. On the 16th day of this month, the second day of Passover, a special 7-week period of time begins called the counting of the Omer. We can read about this in the Torah, Leviticus 23, verse 15. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of the wave offering, 7 Sabbaths shall be complete. Leviticus 23, verse 16. Even unto the morrow after the 7th Sabbath shall ye number 50 days, and ye shall offer a new meat offering unto the Lord. The rest day or Sabbath in these two scriptures are referring to the 15th day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. And the morrow is pointing towards the 16th day. From this 16th day, Yah commands us, you and I, to count 7 weeks, 49 days, with a 50th day, which represents a new meat offering, which is the festival of Shavuot. It represents the event in the Torah, the giving, the outpouring of the commandments. In the Torah at Mount Sinai, let's talk about the Omer. The Omer in scripture is an important verbal counting of the 49 days from the 16th day of Abib to the 50th day to Shavuot. It is also the biblical unit referring to the measure of barley harvested on the night of the 16th. Before the full harvest of barley was brought forth, the priest would take an omer of the barley, wave it before Yah for acceptance. Now, for us, March 26th, last Friday, began Abib 14th, Passover. We had a wonderful time together. The following evening, Saturday, was the 15th. That morrow after the Sabbath was the 16th, and it began day 1 of counting. We continued counting day 2 on the 29th, and we will continue to count all the way to May 15th, 2021, to the 49th day. The 16th of May brings in Shavuot. Now, in between the 16th all the way up to the 50th day, there are many levels of meaning of the mitzvah for us, or the command to count these days. It's not just about counting numbers, but the deeper meaning is that these days afford us the opportunity for self-reflection, examine ourselves, and work towards refining the personal attributes of our emotions, which are reflections in turn of Yah's attributes. How do we do this? How do we self-reflect? Through focusing on the illumination of Yah's character that is embedded in each day between the 16th of counting, 16th day of Abib, all the way up to Shavuot. Each and every day in this time period, it provides space for personal growth for us. Counting the Omer is divinely designed to illuminate personal growth and spiritual purity. Our growth during this period can actually impact our whole entire year. Yah's character is embedded in each and every day. How? We are to count 7 Sabbaths, 7 weeks. Every week represents a character of Yah. The first week, which we are currently in, represents Yah's loving kindness and mercy, chesed. The second week focuses on the might, justice, and judgment, geruva. Week 3 focuses on beauty and compassion, tiferet. The fourth week focuses on victory, nexach. The fifth week focuses on majesty, his splendor, hold. The sixth week focuses on the foundation of the illumination of his character, yesod. In the seventh week, leading up to Shavuot, focuses on kingdom, malchut. Now, each week has 7 days in the week. Let me show you how we count. The first week, the first day of the first week is chesed of chesed. So we're living in his loving kindness. Day 2 of the first week is chesed of geruva, loving kindness through his might, justice, and judgment. Day 3 is chesed of tiferet. We're living in the loving kindness and mercy through Yah's beauty and compassion. Day 4, chesed of netzach. We're focusing on Yah's loving kindness and mercy through his victory. Day 5, chesed of hod. Focusing on his loving kindness through the splendor and majesty of Yah's character. Day 6, chesed of yesod, living loving kindness and his mercy through the foundation of Yah. And day 7 of week 1 is chesed of malchut, his loving kindness and mercy through his kingdom. Now, when we begin week 2, our main focus is his might, his justice and judgment. Day 1 will be geruva of geruva. Day 2 of week 2, geruva of chesed, his might, his judgment, his justice through his loving kindness. And you can continue the pattern. Week 3, week 2, day 3, geruva of tiferet. Day 4 of week 2, geruva of netzach. And so you continue the pattern for week 2 until you get to day 7. Then you move to week 3, tiferet of tiferet. Day 2 of week 3, tiferet, and you begin the pattern. Tiferet geruva, tiferet netzach, tiferet hod, tiferet yesod, tiferet malchut. Now, what I have done is I have created a chart for you to follow each and every day leading up to the 49th day. We are still in week 1. The date is April 1st, and we are in chesed of hod. And you can look on the chart before and see the representation of his character and what we are focusing on. And I have led you all the way up to the 49th day. During the time period of counting the Omer on this chart, your focus, my focus, our goal is to create illumination in our lives through self-reflection and the application. We can release ourselves from negative emotional personality traits. For example, bondage. It's like an emotional exodus, just like the children of Israel were released from their exodus, their bondage of Egypt. Now, ladies and gentlemen, during these days, these weeks, each and every day of the Omer, the spiritual illumination of each day corresponds to a different level of human potential. Our challenge is to manifest these divine attributes of Yah through our everyday life. Every day that we count, we are searching deeply in our souls, focusing on self improvement and honestly examining ourselves. Are we walking in loving kindness towards ourselves, towards others, under the foundation and illumination of Yah's character and personality? We're examining the actions and motivations, thereby, at the same time, we're dismantling flaws in our character. We are moving from a people of slavery who left Egypt to a people who stood at the foot of Mount Sinai, as a people who were resting in the upper room, waiting to receive the outpour, Shavuot. We are now saying, as we enter into Shavuot, we are no longer a people of bondage, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, but we are servants of Yah. I pray that during this time of the counting of the Omer in 2021, that Yah reveals the illumination of his character, of himself to you, and that the bondage of emotional slavery begins to release as you meditate, as you walk and focus on the illumination of Yah's character, and that he reveals himself to you. May Yah reveal himself to you, and may you receive a great outpour during the counting of the Omer.